Get the boat gassed up, saunter down to the dock. Put the Yeti in the back and she's ready to rock. It's a May River thing. It's a May River thing. It's a May River thing. Got the whole family down here. It's a May River thing.
Looks like a product is back here. Tim Wood here with the VP of Communications from the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. Big mouthful. Charlie Clark.
It
How
is
you
a big
doing?
mouthful. Good. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Tim.
So we're here to talk about Restaurant Week. Very exciting time in the Low Country. What's new and exciting for Restaurant Week 22?
You know, I think Restaurant Week has really become one of the community's favorite things to do every year. We actually have visitors who often call us to find out when's Restaurant Week this year, and they plan their trips around it. So it's a favorite for locals, it's a favorite for visitors, and it just continues to grow and grow every year. I think what's new about Restaurant Week is just what we love about Restaurant Week. Always new menus coming out, new restaurants coming on board. You and I were just at the ribbon cutting for Nectar this week in Bluffton, which was pretty great. So I think if you go to chamberrestaurantweek.com, that's where you can check out all the menus. Everyone's doing something different, but definitely make reservations for sure.
And we've got that right up on the screen under your name. I figured that's where you want people to go. So
Right,
instead
yeah.
of putting your title, I just put chamberrestaurantweek.com. What is it in terms of this being the right time of the year for Restaurant Week?
Well, you know what? When we planned Restaurant Week, we asked them, what week is best for you? What's one of your slower weeks of the year when having more people in bar stools and more people in your restaurant would be good? And this was the week they said. So we built everything around that. It's traditionally not a busy time of year for restaurants. And it's also a time, I think a lot of the chefs that we have on board like to try out new things. So if you go to your favorite restaurant or somewhere you haven't been before, you very well might have something new and different because they want to try out their new dishes too and get some feedback on them.
It really is cool that way in that, I mean, yes, it's great to get deals, but then when you've got the chefs trying out new stuff, you know, to kind of sample the crowds, it's like you're helping shape the upcoming menu.
Yeah, I think we all get in a restaurant rut, don't we? I mean, we have over 250 restaurants in this area, but yet we all tend to go to the same ones time and time again. So I use it personally. I make myself try a couple of new spots that I haven't tried before during Restaurant Week, and it's a great time to do it. It's become really popular. So I'm glad we talked about reservations. People often do that in advance. So check out the menus, find out where you want to be, and get on board with the reservation if the restaurant takes them.
And you've got folks signing up right up until, right? It's not like if somebody goes on today, that's the lineup. That's just the hardcore lineup.
Absolutely. Last year we had over 70 restaurants on board. And take a look because some choose to extend Restaurant Week. You might get the bargains and deals of Restaurant Week for more than the single week. We purposely built it from Saturday to Saturday. So we got 2 good Saturdays in there for date nights or whatever anyone else would like to do. And just check out all the menus are coming on board daily. So if you check back frequently, you'll see your favorite spots.
What was the genesis of this in terms of when you thought of this would work for the area?
Well, you know, we have hundreds of restaurant members, and we looked at that segment of our membership and said, what can we do beyond Taste of the Season? As you know, we do Taste of the Season, which is a very popular holiday event we do. And we thought Restaurant Week just made sense. It hadn't been here before, and it was literally one of those things that it was a success from day one, from the get-go. It's built over time, but from day one, Restaurant Week has been something that locals absolutely love, and the restaurants love it too. So it's a win-win for everybody.
And you do a lot more than just, I mean, this is a whole month celebration for you, right?
It is Foodie February. You know, culinary is really on the map right now. It's become such an important thing in our culture. People are now traveling for restaurants. It tends to be one of the top 2 or 3 things that people, when they're looking to visit the Low Country, that they look at on our website is they want to know where they can stay, and then they want to know where can I eat. So, culinary is just really, really important. And it's also important to who we are in the South. The Low Country is known for its fresh seafood and the way we do shrimp and grits and all those dishes that we sort of take for granted here. But it's just a great culinary time. There's so many things happening, festivals kicking off. The Hilton Head Island Seafood Festival, which is, just turned into an amazing event and given over $1 million to local charities. That's happening this month as well. So we just want to really highlight the food and culinary culture of the Low Country this month during Foodie February.
Yeah, I talked to Chef Andrew. I know you guys talked to Chef Andrew for a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was so excited that this was gonna be the 1 million mark for them, which is
gonna be the 1 million, which is incredible. And people, there's life outside of Charleston and Savannah for culinary. Obviously, 2 areas close to us that are known for their culinary. And I think it's fabulous that chefs like Brandon Carter and BJ Dennis and what Andrew's doing with Mariculture, it's a great time for cuisine here. And it's just a great way to shine a spotlight on that.
And you mentioned a new chef out at Palmetto Bluff too, right?
Yeah, he's been out there actually for a little while, Chef Nate, but he comes to Montage Palmetto Bluff by way of Ritz-Carlton San Francisco. So, and you're talking about people at Palmetto Bluff who can dine anywhere they want. They've dined all over the world at restaurants like Per Se and French Laundry. And yet the culinary offerings here really do compete with just about anything out there. And I think the interest in Southern food and Southern culture that's going on right now is also a bonus for us. So it just continues to grow and thrive, and we love seeing that happen.
I love what's happened in the knowing the why and the how behind the food. I mean, a lot of this in terms of not even just celebrity chefs with Bourdain. I call it the Bourdain Effect because he just made it so personable and so personal with all of his shows, and so and it's just continued from there. I mean, the more we get to all these cooking shows, the more we get to know the chefs. The more you just realize they're rock stars, just like a music or a movie star.
Yeah, whoever thought we'd have an entire channel or channels dedicated to food? Interesting, when I was talking with Chef Nate from Montage Palmetto Bluff, he noted that people now, their expectation at that type of dining level is it's all going to be locally sourced. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be the best of the best. And we're just so fortunate in this area to have the kind of resources we have with agriculture and mariculture, and it's all there. And I just always think it's interesting during Restaurant Week too to see how people put different dishes together. Shrimp and grits at one restaurant might be completely different from shrimp and grits someplace else. So it's nice to just kind of check out what everybody's doing on all fronts.
Without a doubt. Again, Charlie Clark, the VP of Communications from the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. Anything else going on with the chamber that you want to get out there before we say bye?
Always lots going on with the chamber. Never a dull moment. You know what? I think connecting people is one of the things that we do best. And one of the things that's really become popular is our power hours.
Absolutely.
I know that you've logged on. It's so rare today to get unfiltered information or information like we're doing right now, just having this conversation with local thought leaders. And so Power Hour, which is usually done on the first Wednesday of every month, is something that we bring in experts, and you can ask questions like, what's up with COVID in the Low Country? How many hospitalizations do we have? We all look at national headlines, what's happening in our economy, but it really boils it down to what's local. And that's something I think that's really been high interest in our local community, and our numbers are showing that. So lots of new things.
You bring in amazing experts for those power hours. I mean, you bring in the U.S. representatives. You bring in cabinet folks, the DHEC folks to grill down on the COVID. And yeah, I find, like you said, unfiltered. It's phenomenal information.
Well, there's not many places you can ask those direct questions. There's not many places where you can enter your question to ask Senator Tim Scott or Senator Lindsey Graham, or ask the DHEC epidemiologist, what do I need to know about my kids' masks? What do I need to know about that? That's where that happens.
And then you guys also have a newsletter that folks can sign up. It's not just for, is it just for members, or can anybody sign
No,
up?
no, we don't. You know, we've developed a new communication tool for the, and you know it, it's called Low Country Lowdown. Low Country Lowdown is a great, if you want to go online and look Thursdays, on every Thursday, what am I going to do this weekend? This is one place, Low Country Lowdown, that shows up in your inbox that tells you what's going on, festivals, live music, chamber restaurant week, whatever the case may be, all across our community. And people can get there just by going to info@hiltonheadchamber.org. And that information, they can sign up for that newsletter and kind of plan their weekends and plan their week ahead.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I want to make sure I get a mention out there for it. I am so excited for Restaurant Week. I mean, all this local sourcing. We were doing this long before the rest of the country caught on. So it's like it's second nature to everybody here. But now we're all cool. All the chefs are cool. So
We are
it's
absolutely cool. Yes,
it's
in
it's
that regard.
it's an amazing time, and what you guys do in putting it together. Thank you, because there's some amazing deals out there. Go to chamberrestaurantweek.com. You've got to get out. This is the best time to get out. Like you said, get out of that restaurant rut. Try some new dishes. Try some new restaurants. This is the time. The best deals you're gonna get, and no, yeah, not no tourists, but a little less, right?
And you're supporting your local economy. You're supporting our restaurants. They've been through a lot. They're still
Oh
going
yeah.
through a lot with staff shortages and supply chain issues that impact them. And they've done a phenomenal job, I think, of still being the places we know and love and doing a great job. So it's a great time just to get out and support our restaurant community too.
Absolutely. All right, Charlie Clark, huge thank you for joining us today, and for all you do at the Chamber. And again, chamberrestaurantweek.com. Get out January 29th to February 5th. An amazing time to be a foodie in the Low Country.
And we will see you out there. I know I'll see you out there.
No doubt. No doubt.
Thanks, Tim.
Get the boat gassed up, saunter down.